So on this channel, I do talk about purely how to start and grow your detailing business and as much business related things I can speak of to help you guys, or at least when I'm showing you how to detail and how to do things detailing related, it's oriented towards the business side of things, and there's not that much information on how to actually run a proper detailing business. There's plenty of videos when it comes to, you know, how to clean tires, how to correct paint, how to wax a car, how to what. There's plenty of videos and methods and techniques and tactics to show you how to do that. But there's not much on how to actually conform that into going towards an actual detailing business and making money. And what I want to speak to you about today is falling too in love with your passion of detailing and it interfering in the way of being profitable and having a successful business. So take for instance when it comes to paint correction or maintaining the paint in a pristine condition. Typically you want to do is correct the paint to the best you can. 80-90%, that's pretty acceptable rate, especially if it's a daily driver. And when I mean correcting the paint, I mean removing the swirls and scratches by paint correction, buffing, and polishing, whether it be a 1-stage, 2-stage, 3-stage, an entire wet sanding process, and then buffing and polishing. Whichever method you want to take, it is about removing the swirls and scratches to really bring out the shine, to really flatten out the clear coat so it reflects the most sun when you're looking at it in broad daylight. And I think most of us are gonna come from that, where we started as a personal thing, as a personal hobby. We liked our car, we did a few things here and there, and as the months and years progressed, we upped our quality, we upped our products, we upped our tools, we started trying new things, and we just fell in love with detailing, that we can take a crappy looking car or a not so ideal condition and turn it into something amazing within a couple of hours. And you know, we progressed that towards from how we started as a personal hobby. We want to go into a business and we retain that mentality and that love for detailing and that passion for detailing. Now, there's nothing wrong with that by any means. It's a passion that drives you to get you started and to continue to do what you love and to make money from it, which is what, you know, what 99% of this population wants, but not many of them will get to do that. Now, the biggest problem is that, and you can see it all throughout the videos, throughout the comments on this channel, is that when I talk about anything about paint, interior, whatever the case may be, and it's not to the absolute perfect condition of what you could do, then there's some type of backlash to it. So let's say on a wash and wax, on the wash and wax video that I just recently did, just search back a few videos and you'll be able to see it. People were complaining about I'm scratching the vehicle, I'm supposed to rinse off the dirt first, even though I'm using a rinseless wash. It doesn't really make sense. You know, you're supposed to rinse off the vehicle, you're supposed to use a 2-bucket wash method, you're supposed to use grid guard, you're supposed to use the super high quality wash mitts. And the idea is that yes, you want to offer the most quality, the highest quality of service that you can offer. Correct, there's no doubt about that. But the problem is that not many customers are going to pay for that level of service. Like I stated, if a customer has had their car since 2010, it's a 2010 year car, and it's 2017 right now, so for 6-7 years, they've been taking their car to a local car wash where they pay $5 to $10 to $20 for a full detail, and then they hire me at a much higher price for a much higher quality, me foaming it down, the 2-bucket wash method, using 2 wash mitts. That's not gonna be much of a difference between if I just do the cheap $5 route, which I don't, but just as a comparison. It doesn't matter if I do one more $5 car wash or if I do one $100 car wash, because the result's still going to be the same because the car is completely hammered. So a lot of you guys that are just starting off will fall into this trap, this mindset, this little rabbit hole of, you know, I want to do the best I can. I'm going to over deliver and do, you know, if it's just a wash, I'm going to do a wash and clay. I'm going to do a wash and wax. I'm going to do the outside and the inside. And that's absolutely fine when you're first starting off. There has to be that learning curve. There is no other way around it. I could tell you all the things you should avoid, what you should look out for, something that's going to make you more profitable, that's going to lower your time, that's going to make you more efficient. I can tell you all of that. But in the beginning phases, you have to go through that learning phase. There is nothing that you can do about it, because the learning phase is what sets just the big lessons that you'll learn, pushing you forward into your career. So yes, in the beginning phases, that's fine, that's acceptable. By all means do it. You're gonna get more experience, you're gonna get happy customers, you're gonna get more before and after photos and videos, you're gonna get more 5-star reviews. Absolutely no doubt about it. But it's when you progress forward and you retain that mentality of, if I have to do it to perfection, I can get, 10% more swirls out, I can get a little bit more shine out, I can make the tires look a little cleaner, I can make them pop a little more, I can, protect the interior a little bit more. That's what's gonna eat your profits and really halt you from being successful in your business. Because yes, is there always something that we can do extra to get better results? Absolutely. Every single time, no matter what service you're doing, there's always something else you're going to be able to do to get better results. Now, the question is the customer paying you for that type of quality? If you do that extra work, does it matter to the customer? Is that what the customer is expecting, or is that what you promised the customer? So some of you detailers are looking at my videos, other videos, and you're saying, oh, well, you know, you could do this method and it'll come out this better. So you're kind of screwing over your customer because you're taking their money and you're not offering the best service possible. That's not what business is about. I am not here to just do the best work just because I like to detail. That's not my intention by any means necessary. I want to be profitable, I want to be successful, and I want to deliver the results that it's going to wow the customer. And that's not always going to be the absolute best service that I can offer. It's what they want, what they expect, and what they're paying me to do. Now, does that mean I'm like super stingy and I never go above what they're requesting? Absolutely not. There's a fine line you follow. But to have the mentality of to always saying I need to do the best every single time to the absolute best that I can get the vehicle, that's something you don't want to go under. Now, you can say I want to do the best I can within the limits that the customer is giving me, of course. But to say I want to do the best that I can get the car, you know, bar none, like however good I can get it, that's what I want to do, even though they're not paying you for that, or they're not expecting that, or that's not what they wanted, then you're just shooting yourself in the foot to be profitable and successful. And again, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not right and I'm not wrong, and neither are you. There's no right or wrong decision here. It's just how you want to run your business, what your goal is, how much money you want to make per week or per month, where do you see yourself in 3, 4, 5 years from now. So no one is wrong in terms of you're supposed to do the best, you're not, you use the best products, you don't use the best products, you're trying new methods and tactics every single day to get better. No one is right or wrong here. It's just, what is your end goal? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? What area are you in? What target market are you trying to reach? So there's no right or wrong. I'm not wrong, you're not wrong, I'm not right, you're not right. It's just different perspectives and opinions on how to run a business and how to deliver the services that you're offering. But personally, to me, I don't care too much about paint correction or maintaining a flawless finish. Now, do I enjoy doing it? Is it very gratifying to work on a car for several hours and have a super swirled, scratched up paint and turn it to something amazing or a lot better than what it was? Same thing for the interior. Of course, that's very fun. The customers are mostly, for the most part, always happy to see those results. But I am not in the business of wanting to go after the highest high-end paint cars to do paint correction, or to maintain, to work on Bugattis or Ferraris or Lambos or Mercedes and do, these 12-hour plus details on the paint and correcting it to 90%. That does not draw my attention any more than doing an interior cleaning, than doing a headlight restoration, than doing a basic maintenance wash. Because the end goal for me is to have a successful, profitable business, not just I want to work on high-end vehicles. And again, I'm not wrong, you're not wrong, I'm not right, you're not right. It's just a perspective or opinion on which way you want to go with your business. Now, don't let this be a justification to you that's like, oh, well, that means I don't have to offer the best services and I can still charge a high rate. It's nothing like that. That's not what this video was intended to. So if you have that mentality, you probably shouldn't be in business, as that's not the most ethical thing to think. But the main basis of it is that, look, you're not gonna have a customer that wants to pay for perfection or that wants the best results every single time. You're a business, the customer has needs, the customer has limits, budget and time, so you have to fit your services to what they can afford and what they actually want and what you can actually provide. Because you can keep on doing all you want and give all you can and make this much money. It's really up to you. So go ahead and leave your comments down below. Give me some feedback on your thoughts on this, where you fall. Just give me some feedback on where you are with your business. Like this video, subscribe, and then I will see you on the next video.